17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are on the board first here this afternoon. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. The slot man in motion right. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a yard. Throw's going to be incomplete. T. Higgins is the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that one play, won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same. but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
11 more on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll run with Mixon, and he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, first and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
At the 17-yard line.
12.
Chase, the motion man right.
11.
On second down, here's Burrow. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
A 38-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Buying time to, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Miles Myles Murphy. What a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
Ready.
2nd and 10. They'll go up the middle with White, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends. White is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, this is White, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 4th down. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Maher is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the 1st half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And a scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
And they will finally get it, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon,
A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
after the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. With it is Brown. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards.
And the Bengals take over, 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Here we go. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Burrow. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Back to throw here.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
two things you can do in that situation: run it and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Flushed out right. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
He'll look to throw. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's Wayne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll look to throw again. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. Here's Jake Camarda now. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here we go.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This one complete to Yoshibans. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down. Here's Burrow. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. McPherson's kick is good. So a long run gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just a field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Here we go. Set.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better.
I think they'll try and help him out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Again, it's Mixon. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
This is taken at about the 14. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 37. They'll look to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joseph Ossai picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that.
This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And this is incomplete. Looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option?
See the service academies run at the college level.
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Escaping the pressure right.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way the defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit, and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
3 quarters have come and gone.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter.
Trouble, 38.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
94 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and a yard.
They'll set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll set up a throw. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
This will be taken in just shy of the goal line. Fair catch will move this out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this sling lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now by word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense handle the big play.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game.
61-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that. Only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. The drive starts with a run by White. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now
the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Now back to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And this is four down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go. This is fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now it's Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. This is first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll find Shaheed out to the right. All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They'd prefer to use him on the defensive end. But here's first and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's first down. Back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Lavonte David. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep here for Chase. And this is caught. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome. A little whipped cream on top to the end there.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them.